Hey guys, ST here. Uh, this is the very first SpoilerCast. I'm going to be giving my relatively short reaction to the episode of Walking Dead that I just watched, which I don't have numbers or anything like that, names, titles, whatever. Basically, we were checking in on. Oh, real quick. If you haven't seen the episode yet, stop watching. Unless you don't care if I'm talking about the episode. But really, if you're going to watch something called SpoilerCast and expect not to get spoiled, it's on you. Anyway, so we were checking in on Maggie and Sasha at Hilltop because that's apparently where they went immediately after the very traumatic events in the premiere. And of course, Maggie had some complications with the baby. Turned out that the, baby had eclampsia, I think was the word for it. Where the placenta slightly detaches from the uterine wall. Probably going into more detail than most of you really want to hear. But anyway, baby is okay now. She's pretty much stuck on bed rest. The doctor of Hilltop wants her to stick around. But of course, Gregory, the leader of Hilltop, who is competing with Negan for Douche of the Season award, doesn't want them sticking around. Because he's afraid that if they stick around, Negan will figure out that, yeah, Hilltop was kind of behind the attack on the Savior Outpost. Ooh, his bad. So, they buried Glenn and Abraham at Hilltop as opposed to back home for some reason. Don't know. Probably because Maggie would not leave Glenn's body. I can picture that being the reason. Maggie attempted to leave her father's pocket watch on Glenn's grave because remember Herschel once gave Glenn the pocket watch, and my initial thought was, why the hell did you just leave that behind? I mean, it's a memento both for your husband and for your father. But she leaves it there. Turns out to be a plot point later. So they attempted to get thrown out, or Gregory attempted to throw him out. Jesus spoke up on their behalf. Yeah, Jesus is around. And Gregory basically got all up in his face, like, I'm the leader, you're not the leader. Yeah, I'm just trying to protect ourselves. Yeah, sure, whatever, dude. Nobody cares. Breather. Okay. So then they all go to sleep. Give them, the night to think about it. They wake up, and it turns out that the Negan's guys have come by, the Saviors have come by, trapped everyone in their houses, put bunch of walkers inside, open the gates, set off a car to make a lot of loud music and whatnot. And the fact that Saviors were able just to walk in there, put up the gate, open the gates, let a bunch of walkers in, and, set up that car with the music blasting and everything else, and nobody noticed, says a lot about Hilltop. Which, I don't really remember much about the deal, other than, Rick and gang were supposed to go kill off Negan to keep Hilltop from getting harassed anymore. Gregory was very adamant about how rich. By the way, Gregory remembers nobody. He remembers Jesus probably because dude looks like the Son of God, but mistakes Sasha for someone who actually lives at Hilltop and keeps calling Maggie Marsha, and yeah, just major douche points. I'm telling you what. I didn't think I was going to want to see anyone dead more than Negan. But we'll get to that. So, where was I? Oh, yeah. Maggie and Sasha immediately leap to take care of the problem, while Gregory just kind of cowers in his house in the dark. Oh, yeah. Gregory was implying that it was Rick who forced them to take the agreement, and I seem to think, I don't remember it going that way. I'll have to go back and watch a couple episodes, but I want to say that Gregory's actually the one that kind of wanted them to do that. Like, kind of said, hey, if you want our medical care, then you have to deal with our problem. I don't know. Like I said, I'll have to go back and check into that. But Sasha and Maggie, with the help of Jesus, take care of the issue. Maggie sticks to the doctor's orders of not exerting herself and sits calmly in a tractor and rolls over the car to get the music shut off because they can't get into the car. They take care of the problem. Gregory's still trying to throw him out, and then Saviors show up. So Gregory tells Jesus, hide them in the closet. And promptly at the end of the visit, attempts to sell out Maggie and Sasha by leading Negan's third in command, second in command, whatever that dude is, leading him to the closet. Lo and behold, Maggie and Sasha aren't in there. Because Jesus had the presence of mind to hide them in the bedroom closet instead of in the hall closet. Because, Gregory's a douche. We're just going to say it. Gregory, you get the Douche of the Year award. Negan can have asshole or, any other things, but at least Negan doesn't pretend like he's trying to be a nice guy. Yeah. And Negan's a hell of a lot more entertaining. So, turns out Mr. Gregory stole the pocket watch off the grave because, he don't want it to go to waste. Never mind the fact that there's really no point in knowing what time it is around here. It's a pretty flashy piece of thing that he likes to be pretty and flashy. He pretty much screams politician at me. I'm just going to go there and say that. I think that's the only reason he's actually in charge. But, so yeah. Winds up with Jesus telling Gregory off, and Maggie punching Gregory in the face, which, major kudo points. Oh, almost forgot about the whole Carl and Eden. I keep wanting to call her Edith, but that's the baby's name. But yeah, they had a cute little moment where they're heading to Hilltop to go see Maggie, and they find some roller skates in a backpack on the side of the road that just happen to fit the both of them. They go roller skating, and it's so cute. And they share a first kiss, which, hey, that kid probably deserves a little bit of happiness. I mean, seriously, he's stuck growing up in the zombie apocalypse. And, he'll never know the joys of Pornhub. Oh my god, that's a horrifying thought. But yeah, so they had their little moment, and then they come back, and girly girl goes to visit Maggie, and she sticks around, but Carl hides out, dumbass kid, hides out in the back of one of the trucks. I mean, seriously, hops up in a truck. But then Jesus shows up and hops up in a truck too. So it's going to be the adventures of Carl and Jesus. And they went off, and Gregory's kind of not in charge anymore. Kind of, maybe, we are not sure. Jesus basically blackmailing him into not throwing the girls out, because otherwise he'll tell the entire town about the deal with Alexandria or whatever. This whole episode was just kind of one big whatever episode. And the scenes from next week's episode are actually in coming weeks, so there's not going to be an episode Sunday, which I guess is good. I don't know, give me time to catch up on other things. But I don't know. I'm not really invested at this point. There's no nail biting, I have to see what happens next type deal. Not that I was left with that impression at the season finale. I mean, yeah, I kind of wanted to see who died, but it wasn't that big of a deal to me. So, I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to absorb. Basically, my takeaway from this episode was Gregory's a giant douche. Maggie needs to be careful. There's still the danger of her losing that baby at any given moment. Plot drama. And, Carl's a dumbass. He's a one-eyed dumbass. And we've established his field of vision is, completely shot. He cannot throw darts. He ran a car into multiple items that cars are not supposed to be run into. Of course, he ran into a few items that, like zombies that are okay to run into. But, yeah, kid really needs to work on that. Needs to figure out a way to live with one eye. Because it's a zombie apocalypse now, and that's how it's going to be. So, I'm going to call it there. Not really a whole lot surprising or, terribly entertaining. Hopefully, in the coming weeks, episodes will be better. And, next week, I guess, since it looks like there won't be an episode, I'll just do a recap on the episodes that I've missed, or you guys have missed me talking about so far. I'm going to call it there. We're about 10 minutes in. And thanks for joining me. If you like it, like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Do you watch Walking Dead? You know, this is kind of all pointless if you don't watch Walking Dead. But, yeah. Until next week, this is SD tuning out. Check out the next SpoilerCast. Bye-bye.